Welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy, and today I am going to share with you a flip through of my gratitude album for this year. I have shown previously created albums in another video, and I'll link that below, and I wanted to do something a little bit different for this one. So this flip through is a little tricky. And I finished it early because I knew I was going to be super busy next week, and I wanted to be able to focus on this to get it done, and then on my other stuff next week to get it done. So here we go. This journal measures, I think that it's, if you include fluff and stuff, it's about 5 by 5. I think this part is actually about 4.5 by 4.5. I do not know where everything in this journal came from, because this journal, except for this paper here and a few of the odds and ends like this, is completely made from scraps. Scraps of fabric, scraps of ribbons, scraps of paper, scraps from napkins, scraps from cardboard, all kinds of scraps. And that, you would think, would clear out a bunch of my scraps. It seems like I have just as many as I had before. I don't know how that happens. So let's go ahead and get started. This is called Count Your Blessings, and I have a little piece of the hymnal page here that has that last line of the verse of the chorus for that song. Name them one by one, count your many blessings, see what God hath done. Now, like I said, this is a tricky album. So we're going to start out, when we open it up like a normal book. You would think it would be a normal book, but you actually pull it over and you'll see some napkin applique, some fabric scraps. I do have some Tim Holtz small talk in this journal, like this one that says start each day with a grateful heart. Some of the pages have pockets. All of the pages have a gratitude quote, at least one. And I read somewhere about the value of using your own handwriting when making personal journals for your family to have. So I've included thankfulness and gratitude quotes all through here that spoke to me. And I did it in various ways. I wrote it on paper, lined paper. I wrote it on journaling cards. This one I just cut out of an old calendar that I had. Here, excuse me, these dots I used are from Echo Park Paper Company. I am going to try to remember to share each of the things as I come to it. Now, when I turn this page, you'll see that we go from 3 to 6. And that's because when I was putting this album together, I accidentally glued a couple of pages in wrong. And I will share in a tutorial later how I made this album, and hopefully without showing the mistakes. Although I think they turned out okay. It's not like it was life-altering or the end of this journal as we know it or anything like that. So this page, instead of being an accordion, just flips over. And in here, I have another little quote that is held, or not held in, but is wrapped with this ribbon so that when you put it into its pocket, it can be more easily removed, because sometimes it's hard to get a hold of just the journaling card that's in there. This is just decorative ribbon here to tie these two together. And now I'll put the clip back on just so I can fold the book without getting it all cattywampus. And again, this is how I turn the page. Everything that has this kind of design on it is from Pink Paislee's Auburn Lane. So I had some die cuts. I have some puffy stickers. The stamp set, I think that my numbers for the stamp set are from Miss Sparkle, which is a Joanne Fabrics line. I used one of my stamps that has lines on it if you could read that word, it would say directions because it's a recipe card stamp, and I didn't quite get that part masked off. I've got some dictionary page here. Got some more of the Tim Holtz Small Talk. More quotes, and this echoes this. I tried to get some continuity to go there. And I need to remember this: the struggle ends when the gratitude begins. Whew, yeah, I do need to remember that one. Okay, let's turn this one. This just has a little tab topper with a ribbon, and here is the journal card for it. And I think this may have been a Project Life card, although I'm not certain. Again, these are from the pink Paislee Auburn Lane. This is a tiny little pocket that is the remainder of this pocket here, because it would have been too long to tuck into there without trimming that spot off. And so I used it over here. I tried to make my pages work together as much as possible, picking up the teals and turquoises and the golds and the greens. That's some ribbon, and I've just got it on this little tag here. Let's see, is this another page, or is that? No, that's for the other side. Because it's an accordion, if you messed up one fold, you more than likely messed up an equal fold on the other side. This is napkin decoupage, and my card slides in here. And, whoops. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my head out of the shot, and that makes it hard to do pockets sometimes. There we go. And then this little tiny one, again, I trimmed off the end of that card and used it over here to make a pocket. A little bit of napkin applique there to match this napkin here. And then we turn. And then I just have a doily. I have this journal card with, again, this is from the pink Paislee with a quote written on the back. A little paper clip there. And then we have the back of the book. But wait, we're not done yet, because it opens up this way as well. And here I have a collage, little pocket with a journaling card and some ribbons. This is part of a local grocery store advertisement for Thanksgiving meals, and I just cut it out and put it on the back of this large journaling card. This doily here I wrapped over the top of these pages. Just all-encompassing. I like the continuity of these pages, especially these right here. This I put a tab on by wrapping this piece of paper all the way around so that that card will come out. And this is just some stenciling on a doily, and you'll see the other part of that doily in just a minute. Here's a belly band. Again, the dots are from Echo Park. This one did not have an author, so I just kind of drew a little picture to fill up the rest of it. There's washi tape also on here. This is from my paper pack from Illustrated Faith 2 years ago. The pictures of the papers that are on the inside that are posted on the front of the package or the back of the package on a lot of products, you can cut those out and get even more pieces to use. And this, we turn the page again. This is a second generation napkin applique back here, and then tissue paper here, and another of the pink Paislee cards. Sorry. Here is a piece of vellum. These, oh, I don't think I pointed that out, or I'm not to it yet. This and another one that's on the back side of this are from EK Success Inspirables, and those are tokens. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'll spell it below. You can look it up there. And so we'll take this off, and we'll go ahead and do our open. And it kind of caterpillar creeps down that way, so you'll have to keep moving it if you want it to keep in one spot. But we'll turn this page. There's the other token on the back, and I just sandwiched those together in another journaling card. Slides right in there. This is some handmade paper that's got some grasses in it. Again, there is that ribbon, and I put a little piece of it down here. This is some gift wrap paper that I took out of a gift that was given to my foster son. These are more of those pink, more from the pink Paislee line. And here is the doily that I used as a stencil for some of the other cards. And this slides right under the heart to hold that page closed. Let's see, I forgot to, it's not that one. I think it's these two that I had was it these two that I had the clip on? No, it was these two. I'll get it figured out. It took me a while to figure out how to do it without just starting all over again. Because gratitude doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be shown. Ooh, there's another quote I could put in there. Okie doke. So we went past that one. We're to here. There we go. For this page, I made a collage from the tissue paper from the gift onto a tea-dyed index card that I stamped on, and then a piece of this matching back paper on the front. Punched a little hole and put some coordinating yarn in there. I think it ties in nicely to that little quote there. I don't know where I got that one. I just don't know where I got a lot of stuff because I didn't know to keep track of it for a long time. Here's another quote that is on another piece of the coffee dyed index card. For this, I used this circle to mask off this center here, and I stenciled all these feathers around that kind of look like leaves to me once you do them in those colors. And considering that this is a Thanksgiving journal and there's leaves everywhere else, I think that in someone's head, it kind of fits. And so I just put it over here to echo that and wrote out that quote on another piece of scrap paper or on another piece of paper and lined it with some scrap paper. And then here is the last page. This is a napkin applique. I made sure to put the year in it. And then this Count Your Blessings came from, oh, I'm looking on my paper, Momenta. It was a whole page of Momenta stickers. They were all this wood. Let's see, the other thing that I have written down for the brand is this paper. This paper here on the front and the back are the only ones that weren't scrap paper because I didn't have a large enough scrap paper to do both the front and the back. And there you have it. My 2019 gratitude album. I hope you enjoyed it. Watch for a tutorial on this once I figure out the easiest and most understandable way to demonstrate how to put one together. Thank you for joining me once again. And as always, be kind.